Hey guys, day 7, just about a whole week we've been going. We are going to focus on our arms and our back today. I have a helper. I know some of you have been saying you have helpers, so wish me luck. Hopefully it doesn't go horribly wrong with her. Let's go ahead and start standing again. And if you've had time to take a minute and breathe, that's great. Let's try and center our minds. Let your hands come down to your side. Big inhale and exhale. We're going to take our legs nice and wide. And let's tee our arms out. Now we're going to start with the left hip. We're going to push that hip as far back as you can to the side. And then you're going to take your right arm and reach as far forward as you can. You will feel that stretch all along the back of the leg, and you are going to just cartwheel those arms down into a triangle or trikonaksa and holding here. Now some of us don't have the flexibility as others, so you have options. You can come up to your knee or your shin or down to the mat. There's no prizes for reaching the mat. We just want to keep those shoulders open. If you're rounding towards the ground, then lift back up. Then go ahead and inhale, bring it back up to the T. And the other side, we'll push our hips back, the right hip towards that side, then reach as far forward as you can. You'll feel that stretch, and then cartwheel into a triangle. Nice long arms. We're making a triangle with our legs. We're making a triangle here with our arms. Remember, you have the option, reach up. I'd much rather you were up here than rounding your back towards the mat. And just breathe. And go and inhale, lift it back up. And let's do it again, pushing the hips to the left, reaching as far forward that way, and cartwheeling into a triangle. Breathe. Then on your next inhale, lifting back up, pushing your hips to the back, reach, and then cartwheel into the triangle, opening the shoulders up. Inhale, lifting up. And let's go ahead and just take our hands to our hips. Let your chest come forward, looking up, keeping your chin up the whole way down. If this is as far as you can go, then stay right here. If you have more, go ahead and let the gravity take your head to the ground, releasing the pressure in your neck, and just stretching. Now, hopefully, we will get in the next 30 days, some of us, to the point where we can transition to a headstand. Just hold here. If you would like to play with dropping your head to the ground, you can. Or just stay. And let's go ahead and inhale, lifting up. And go ahead and bring those feet together. We're going to step to the front of our mat, so I'm going to step up here. All right, and go ahead and inhale, lift up, and exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down, and stretch. And let's step it back to our down dog. Pushing our hips back. Pushing those heels into the ground. Go ahead and add the pedal. And let's go ahead and let our knees come to the ground and push back into a child's pose. And let's go ahead and inhale. We're actually going to come out onto our stomachs, laying down on the ground. You take your hands back by your side. And we're going to come into a locust. Starting with just one leg. We're going to lift the shoulders and one leg. Squeezing the back of that leg. Focusing on this low back, holding ourselves up. And breathe. On your next exhale, let it down. And inhale, lifting the other leg. Holding here, breathing, opening the shoulders, strengthening that low back. And exhale. Inhale, lifting the other leg. Squeezing and exhale. One more time on the other side. Lifting up. The stronger our low back is, the stronger our front will be. Exhale. And if you can, go ahead and lift both legs. Holding there. Nice long stretch, feeling strong. And go ahead and exhale, bringing your hands to the front. And you can rest. We did this just a couple days ago. Go ahead and pull one foot towards the bottom, reaching back, and holding that foot. And breathe. Now, if you'd like to, you can let go of that foot and switch sides, or just reach back for the other foot. Feeling that stretch along the front of your legs. And let's involve our back. Inhale, lifting up. Good job. Holding there. Making that low back work and stretching our legs. And release that. One foot at a time. Holding onto that last leg for a moment. And exhale. Taking our hands to the mat, we'll push back to a child's pose. Stretching that out. And on our inhale, coming into a plank on our knees. Our hands are directly under our shoulders. And we're just going to exhale, lowering down. Inhale, pushing up. And exhale, pushing back. And let's flow through that. Inhaling to a plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, pushing up. And exhale, pushing back. Go ahead and do this a few times at your own speed. With your own breath cycle. Stretching at the end, holding the abs tight. And let's do it one more time. Taking it back to a child's pose to rest. Come out into all fours. Go ahead and adjust so those shoulders are right underneath those hands are right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, and we'll take it into a cat and cow, really stretching our spine. Inhale, lifting up, head comes up, hips push up. This is our cow. Our tummy sag, our hips come up. Exhale, tucking the tailbone between our legs. Head drops. And inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Arching that back, feeling the space between the vertebrae. And go ahead and do this at your own pace. Really working through that back. And go ahead and bring it back to neutral spine, letting your toes find the mat, and we push back to a down dog. And go ahead and walk those feet in to your forward fold, and inhale, standing up. All right, we're gonna take it into a crow and a frog pose. This is something we're gonna work on for the rest of the month. And feel free to work on it at home. You don't have to do it just with the video. There's lots of levels here. Just do what you can. So standing straight up, we're gonna go ahead and drop our hips, letting our knees go wide, and crouching down low. All right, from here, we're working on balance. We're just on the balls of our feet. Find that balance with your chest lifted, your core tight, and breathe. To add a back stretch, you can just let your hands come down towards your feet and round your back, dropping your head. I'm going to turn side. I think it's easier if I turn side. Lainey, you stay front so they can see you. Now, you can stay here, or if you'd like more, go ahead and let those hands come in front of you. And just lightly, light on the mat with those fingertips. They're kind of rounded. If you notice, your knees are now right on your elbows. Just let your head drop. And coming up on your toes, leaning forward. Now you can stop right here. No one says you have to go further. If you'd like to take it into a balance, lifting your toes. The worst thing that's going to happen is your head's going to come down on the mat. So don't be afraid. That won't hurt. So just play with it. Finding that balance. Finding the strength in your arms and your core. Work on this at home before bed. Just taking a couple more tries. And go ahead, drop down to your knees and stretch it out in child's pose. And let's come out into a plank on our forearms. Checking our time. On our forearms, you can lace the fingers. You can stay on your knees or come into a plank. We're going to work on strengthening our shoulders and into our elbows. So all the pressure, I want you to hold in your shoulder. This right here is your base. This is where you're holding everything. And we'll take it into a dolphin, letting your head drop. Not touching the ground. And walk those feet up as far as you're comfortable. Your head is not touching the ground. Your shoulders are supporting you. From here, we can inhale, lifting on our toes, and exhale, rolling back. We are strengthening our arms to potentially do a headstand. Not today. This is a strength exercise. And go ahead and walk back. Letting your knees drop and taking it into child's pose. And go ahead and sit up nice and tall on your knees. Opening those arms up, letting your right come under your left, crossing. And then crossing the hands, trying to hold your hand. And then just let those shoulders stretch. Then breathe. And go ahead and exhale, release. We're going to switch sides. Left arm comes underneath, crossing, and then crossing the hands so that they hold hands. And breathe. And release. Let's go ahead and take our feet in front of us. And we'll come down into our final pose. Rolling one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Getting comfortable, adjusting your shoulders. And exhale, your treat for yourself. Releasing all the tension, letting the creases in your forehead soften, your jaw soften. And stay here as long as you'd like. This is your time. Maybe saying a few affirmations for yourself. Time to refocus. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll over to your side and come on up. Thank you so much for joining me and my helper. She did pretty good. And namaste. Have a fabulous day. I will see you tomorrow.